Is your blood sugar still high? Even when you've cut out the desserts, skipped the juice, stopped eating white bread, and haven't touched a chocolate bar in months? This isn't random. This isn't unlucky. This is your body showing that sugar levels aren't just about sugar. There are deeper reasons. And if you don't understand them, your pressure, your brain, your energy, they all get pulled down with it. Let's be clear. Blood sugar problems aren't about sweetness anymore. They're about stability, hormones, muscles, timing, and how your liver and gut talk to each other after 60. If even one of those starts glitching, your glucose can stay elevated without a single spoon of sugar on your plate. Now first, your liver. The liver holds backup sugar. It stores it in a form called glycogen. And when your body senses stress, when your sleep is broken, or when your meals aren't balanced, your liver begins releasing sugar into your blood. Not from food, but from itself. That's called gluconeogenesis. And in elders it can be overly active. So if you wake up in the morning and your blood sugar is high, even after a clean dinner, your liver probably dumped sugar into your bloodstream at 4 a.m. because of poor sleep or a cortisol spike. That's right, your dinner was fine, but your night was the problem. This happens more often when you eat dinner too late, you drink caffeine after 2 p.m., you go to bed tense or mentally overstimulated. You wake multiple times to pee, you have underlying inflammation, or your breakfast is skipped or weak. That one's huge, skipping breakfast. When you miss your first meal or delay it too long, your cortisol rises to compensate. That causes your liver to release sugar just to keep your energy up. You might not feel the spike, but your meter will catch it. So what should you do instead? Start your morning with warm hydration, lemon water or diluted broth. Within 30 minutes, have protein and fat together, not toast, not fruit, not cereal. These will spike insulin too fast. Try 1 boiled egg with olive oil, 1-2 avocado with salt and lemon, 1 cup sautéed spinach and ghee, a sprinkle of hemp seeds or chia seeds on top. This calms the liver, grounds your energy, and tells your body it doesn't need to dump sugar from the inside. Let's talk next about muscle. After age 60, most people lose 3–8% of muscle every decade. That's called sarcopenia. And muscle is where your sugar is supposed to go. It's your sugar sponge. When you lose it or when you don't use it, there's nowhere for glucose to go after meals, so it floats in your blood too long. That's why your sugar is high, not because of cake, but because you're not moving enough, or you don't have enough muscle tissue to handle the sugar from regular foods like rice, oats, beans, or even milk. The fix? Use your muscles daily, even wall push-ups, chair squats, standing leg raises, arm circles, 10-minute walks after each meal. And eat for your muscles too. Lentils eat protein, iron, eggs, eat complete amino acids, chicken or fish, clean lean tissue, Greek yogurt, protein, calcium, pumpkin seeds, eggs, magnesium, zinc. Let's correct another myth, thinking carbs are the only problem. In reality, fats can also keep sugar high if they block insulin. If you eat too much fat at once, especially processed oils, your body's insulin receptors can become resistant for hours. That means even a healthy carb can spike sugar longer than expected. Example: peanut butter with added oil, salad dressings with soybean or canola oil, fried vegetables, packaged seeds roasted in palm oil. These don't look sugary, but they reduce insulin's efficiency. And that's what keeps sugar elevated. Slowly, silently. So switch to avocado, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil in small amounts, raw nuts or seeds, not roasted. And combine fats with fiber-rich food. Fiber helps trap the sugars and prevent insulin overload. Now let's talk about your gut. Your intestines play a huge role in how your body uses sugar. If your bacteria are out of balance, if you're low on species that support butyrate, propionate and other SCFA short-chain fatty acids, then your gut lining becomes semi-permeable. That leads to systemic inflammation. That inflammation tells your body to hold sugar in the blood as part of its defense response. You're not digesting badly, you're signaling wrongly. What supports gut sugar control? 1 small serving of sauerkraut with lunch, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, soaked in water, cooked and cooled white rice, resistant starch, smashed green bananas, prebiotic fiber, bone broth once or twice a week. These help rebuild bacteria. That rebuilds your insulin sensitivity. Another hidden player, sleep timing. If your circadian rhythm is off, meaning your body isn't syncing with sunrise and sunset, your hormones don't rise and fall correctly. Melatonin, cortisol, insulin, all dance in a rhythm. Break that rhythm, and sugar control collapse. Go to bed no later than 10 p.m. Avoid bright light after 8 p.m. Use low amber lighting instead. No screens after 9 p.m. And no food after 7 p.m. These habits send a strong signal to your body. We're entering rest and repair. That tells your liver to pause its sugar production. That protects your sugar levels overnight. Finally, let's look at medications and supplements. Some over-the-counter meds raise blood sugar. Decongestants, steroids, antacids, some antidepressants, excess vitamin B3 or B6, certain herbal blends with licorice or ginseng. Always review what you're taking. Just because there's no sugar on the plate doesn't mean there's no sugar effect in your system. Sugar isn't the villain, sugar is just the visible symptom. The real problem lies in digestion, movement, sleep, hormones, and cellular response. Your blood sugar level is not just about food. It's about how your body receives that food and how it decides what to do with it. If those decisions are broken, the number goes up, no matter what's on your plate. Let's now talk about stress, because most people still think stress is emotional. But biologically, stress is anything that shifts your nervous system out of balance. A cold room, skipping a meal, holding your urine, sitting too long, blue light after sunset. All of these create a chemical response inside your body. And when that response becomes frequent, your sugar gets locked in the blood, not by accident, but by instruction. When cortisol rises too often or stays elevated overnight, your liver begins pushing out extra sugar. Not from food, but from your reserves. This isn't sweetness, it's self-protection. Your body is trying to stay alert and responsive, even when you don't need it. That's why so many people wake up with fasting sugar between 1:15–1:35, even after a clean dinner. The liver didn't rest, it defended. And in doing that, it raised your sugar without permission. So how do you break this stress-glucose loop? You must return your nervous system to parasympathetic mode, your body's default recovery setting. Start with breathing, not just casually, intentionally. Use a pattern called 4-7-8. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Do this for 4 cycles. This pattern directly lowers cortisol, relaxes the gut, and signals your body to shift out of defense mode. Now let's go deeper into your pancreas. This small organ behind your stomach is responsible for releasing insulin, the hormone that pulls sugar from your blood into your cells. But over time, in elders especially, the pancreas becomes sluggish. Not weak, but less responsive. This is due to repeated glucose spikes over decades, deficiency in chromium and B vitamins, hidden fat deposits around the pancreas, inflammatory compounds from processed foods, overuse of certain meds that affect beta cell function. Your pancreas doesn't quit, but it slows. And when insulin doesn't come out on time or in the right amount, your sugar stays high, even if your meals were clean. So what improves insulin sensitivity and timing? Cinnamon powder, ½ teaspoon daily. Berberine containing herbs, in moderate amounts. Physical movement right after meals. Lean muscle maintenance, reducing snacking windows to 8–10 hours per day. B-complex vitamins from whole food sources. And here's a big one, sleep regularity, not just duration. Your body responds better when you go to sleep and wake up at the same hour every day, even weekend. That stability calms your adrenal rhythm and improves insulin control. Now let's clear up the mystery behind hidden sugars. Many people believe cutting table sugar and desserts is enough, but sugar exists in many forms. And some of the most dangerous are the slow sugars that sneak in from foods marketed as healthy. Examples: brown rice, breaks into sugar slowly, but completely. Oats, especially instant or flavored types. Fruit smoothies, even without added sugar. Energy bars made with dates or honey. Whole wheat bread with over 40 grams of starch per slice. Milk alternatives, like oat milk or rice milk, often spiking insulin more than soda. These foods create a slow drip of sugar into your blood. You won't feel it, but your pancreas will. And if it's already slow, it won't keep up. So what should your plate look like? Protein as the base, eggs, lentils, tofu, yogurt, fish, fat to stabilize, avocado, olive oil, nuts, vegetables as volume: spinach, okra, cabbage, bell peppers. Starch in small amounts: sweet potato, carrots, turnip. Low glycemic fruit: berries, papaya, guava. Combine food in balance. Sugar rises most when the meal is imbalanced, not just when sugar is added. Now let's get into fasting glucose trends. If your morning numbers stay high despite clean eating, it's time to look at your evening routine. Did you eat too close to bedtime? Did you consume hidden carbs like crackers or fruit? Did you feel mentally stimulated or worried before bed? Did you get less than 6 hours of deep sleep? Every one of those things contribute, and no pill can override that pattern. To correct it, your dinner should end 3 hours before sleep. Keep it low carb, moderate protein, high fiber. For example, 1 cup sautéed greens, 3 ounces of grilled fish, 1 teaspoon flax oil, chamomile or ginger tea after. This gives your body time to metabolize before rest. And most importantly, it prevents overnight sugar release. Let's also mention hidden metabolic blockers. Dehydration, slow glucose movement. Deficiency in magnesium blocks insulin receptor response. Alcohol in the evening delays liver repair. Long sitting time after meals worsens glucose uptake. Antacid overuse disrupts nutrient breakdown. Each of these builds quietly, and most seniors have multiple of them. Now about testing. Fingerstick glucose is helpful, but it's a snapshot. What you really want is pattern awareness. That means understanding how your body responds to specific meals, stressors, and routines. Keep a small journal. Track what you ate, when you ate it, how you slept. If you moved post-meal, what your number was in the morning. Over 10 days you'll begin to see which meals cause spikes, which habits support drops, and where the inconsistency truly lives. And most importantly, don't chase the number. Correct the cause. If your sugar is 130, but your energy is good, your digestion is strong, and your recovery is stable, that may be safer than a person who hits 110, but crashes midday or has inflammation markers rising. Numbers matter, but context decides the truth. Finally, understand that healing insulin resistance is not about elimination, it's about integration. You need protein, you need good fat, you need stable carbs, and you need rhythm. Sugar is not the villain, but instability. If your body doesn't know what to expect, it'll stay defensive, it'll raise cortisol, it'll resist insulin, it'll make glucose linger. But if you offer steady nutrition, move with purpose, sleep on time, and breathe through the noise, your sugar will begin to normalize, not just for a day, but for good.